In today's video, we're taking a look at how to drain your lawnmower's oil easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do everything that we use on the video. We're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and it's the season for grass cutting. It's the greatest season of all time, says no one. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. The first thing that you want to verify is that you have the correct lawnmower. And when the project's done, the second thing that you want to verify is that you cut the correct grass and not the neighbors. Now that we got the important disclaimers out the way, we're ready to start. Always remember that having a helper goes a long way. The first thing that we want to do is set our lawnmower on a flat, secure surface. Always remember to use your knees because your back is going to thank you for that later. The next thing that we want to locate is our dipstick. And no, not that X. Sometimes it's the color yellow, orange, or red, or it has the word oil on it. You can always verify your owner's manual for location. And we want to use this measuring device to verify the level of the oil, the consistency of the oil, and even the color of the oil. You can always verify with your owner's manual for correct levels, colors, consistency, but most of the time you're going to see two markings. The bottom one is for low and the top one for normal or high. Anything out of those ranges, like under low, means there's very little oil or none at all. Above the high, it means your machine has too much oil. We're usually looking for the oil to resemble a very light, syrupy caramel color. If you notice your oil is thick and dark, almost black or black, it may mean that it's a time to change the oil. If you notice your oil is a good color and maybe it's just missing a little bit, just topping it off with a little extra is the way to go. And to check the levels of the oil, you don't have to screw in the cap. Usually just by inserting it, leaving it for half a second and taking it out, you should get a good reading. Remember always to start with a clean slate. So cleaning your the dipstick first is the way to go. Now that we checked our oil levels, the first thing that we want to do, and we do this because we want to get the best tip from our victims, from our hotel guests. We're gonna dust off and clean our machine is because today you're gonna learn why that little hole in front of your machine is all for. And no, it's not for aerodynamic or to catch that grass that always gets stuck in there for decoration. It is, as the manufacturer of this machine and many others states, a draining hole. It can be used for oil or gas, and it's usually located in front of the machine, right in the back of the drain hole. You can always verify your barbecue paper, your owner's manual for that information, or in the interwebs. If your particular machine does not have a drain plug, don't worry, we also have a video on how to remove the oil 2 different ways without a drain plug. We'll leave links in the description. Now that the machine has been placed in positions it's never been, we're gonna get our container and place it under the machine. We're gonna go ahead and break the nut, and then we're gonna follow the ancient rule of lefty loosey, righty tighty. Always wearing some gloves is a good idea. Do as we say and not as we do. Also, having rags around is always a second good idea. If you notice you're not getting any flow, or you're getting to the end and you want to get every drop of oil out, we can always adjust the lawnmower's height. And to make the job a lot easier, we're going to let gravity do most of the work. So that's why we're going to place the lawnmower lower on the front and higher in the back. This is a lot easier if your lawnmower has height adjustments both in the back or in the front. So we're going to lower the front one first, and if yours has height adjustment in the back, we want to lift the back. But if you don't have height adjustment either on the front or the back, don't worry, say it to the machine. Ain't nothing stopping you. Just take a piece of block or wood and place it on the back. This is going to raise the machine, doing the same effect. As you can see, we've got every little drop. We can go ahead and wipe the little drops off, verify that no more oil is coming out, and if we don't see any more oil, we're ready to place the nut back. And remember the ancient rule passed down generation to generation of lefty loosey, righty tighty. A pro tip, once we feel that it's tight, that's good enough. We don't want to over tighten to ruin the threads, or for next time we change the oil, have any issues removing it. That's why we like starting it off by hand and ending with a wrench. As you can see, our oil is thick and dark, needed of a much change, which also means a happy running mower. Always remember to dispose of this oil according to your city, state, or country's regulations, rules, and laws. In many cases, you can take it to the parts store and they can recycle it for you. Now comes the moment of truth. Depending on your machine, the type of oil it's gonna need. In this case, this machine can take 10W30 or SAE 30W. In some cases, you need a 2-cycle oil, a 4-cycle, 2 strokes, 4 strokes. So that's why always verifying with your owner's manual or the interwebs is the way to go. And now that this got R-rated, we're ready to pour our oil. And we want to do this in batches. You can also verify with your owner's manual for exact quantities that your particular lawnmower needs. And we do this in small batches because we don't want to overfill the oil tank or reservoir or place where you place oil. So taking your the dipstick after every pour and verifying the levels is the way to go. And to check the levels of the oil, you don't have to screw in the cap. Usually just by inserting it, leaving it for half a second and taking it out, you should get a good reading. Remember always to start with a clean slate. So cleaning your the dipstick first is the way to go. And now you've done it. You become an oil master, oiling machine, nighttime lubricant, Lord of the Rings. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.